Welcome back again. Nice to see you. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Today I want to talk with you guys about alcohol percentages and hydrometer readings and why they're so important. So if you're interested in all that stuff, let's jump in. So before we do, I want to give you guys a little bit of background knowledge just to keep in the back of your head. So wines, they can only get to a certain number before they actually stop fermenting. So I don't want you guys to think you can get 50% alcohol out of a wine because it just won't happen. Actually, your wines will stop fermenting anywhere around 15 to 20%. And depending on how your fermentation was conducted and the type of yeast can also depend on what percentage your alcohol outcome will be. Another thing I want you guys to know is your alcohol level in a wine, it needs to be anywhere from 9 to 10% to be able to keep. If it's below those numbers, your wine will actually start to spoil and you won't be able to drink it because it'll collect too much bacteria. Hang on to those and let's jump into specific gravity scale. But this is our hydrometer and we have numbers on here, and what happens with a specific gravity scale is you're literally just dropping this in and getting the specific gravity number. Now, for a specific gravity scale, we use this for the beginning of our wine process. We want to know what the beginning numbers are, and a sweet spot to be in when you're starting a wine is anywhere from 1.085 to 1.095. So that's around 11 to 12% alcohol. And if you get below those numbers, like 1.085, all you have to do is add more sugar, and 1.095, if it's too much higher than that and you're not comfortable with those higher numbers, all you have to do is just add water and it'll be okay. Also, when everything is fermenting, and we've already gotten that sweet spot number of that 1.085 for instance. So as soon as the sugar starts to turn into alcohol, if you were to take a test of this again during the fermented process, the gravity is actually going to start to go down. When you know that a wine is finished, you can get the specific gravity. When you think your wine's finished, you get your test tube, you drop in your hydrometer, and if it reads anywhere from 0.995 to that 1.000, that's when you know that you have a finished wine. Now, that's not going to tell you exactly what your alcohol percentage is, so we're going to have to use a potential alcohol scale. So with that beginning specific gravity that we had of, for instance, the 1.085, and we let the wine go and it finished all the way, and it was a dry wine around 1.000. 1.000 equals 0%. You would do 11 minus 0 equals 11, right? So then you would know that your alcohol in your wine is around 11%. Now let's say, again, for instance, you had that 1.085 and it didn't ferment all the way. It just stopped earlier than what was expected. And we did our specific gravity check and we got a 3%. So with 3%, you would start with that beginning number, 11 minus 3 equals 8. So wine was only 8% when it was done. So we knew that it wouldn't keep, and that's why it's really important to know. That's why it's good to know our potential alcohol scale percentage. One thing I would like to suggest for you guys is in the future when you're making wine, get a sticky note, put it on the bucket, write down your beginning number, and you can, write down what the finishing number was as well and get the percentage and, do that math that I just showed you. So that would help a lot, just so you don't forget. These are the things I would recommend that you take away from this video. 1.085 to 1.095 is a good place to start when you're making wines. Also, it has to be 9 to 10% for a wine to keep and not spoil. And 0.995 to 1.000 is a range that you know that your wine is finished. So I know this was really quick, really simple. Maybe you guys already knew all of this. Maybe somebody didn't. And now you know why we need to know these things. And it's really important to know you know, what our percentages are and everything. This is back to basics. We covered this subject. Next one I would like to go over with you guys, back sweetening in another video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I love being here with you. You guys make my day. I love reading your comments. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. Oh, and of course, cheers. Cheers to you.